When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will take the field first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Wide receiver going in motion. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Under fire. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with.
There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back, the 20. Touchdown, FIU. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finding open areas. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
man, what a run by the quarterback. I got to tell you, if I was his coach, I would tell him, hey, man, at any point in this game, if you just feel like taking off and running, go for it. Just go right ahead, because he can do things like that. That's an art.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Western Michigan, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and
he's loose on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of this decision making.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And he doinks it off the left upright. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Bishop. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks up the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the short completion brings up second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Panthers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision. And
it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The short hands. It's Bishop. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to pass. Touchdown, FIU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. There he goes.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. FIU set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complimentary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Looking to throw, it's Reese. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Now, I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Let's go! Let's go!
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple couple of possessions, they've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Reese. Catch in the middle. It's Lemon. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tight end now in motion. The give on the inside. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked.
Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the